Okay, our topic is flowchart. Do you know about flowchart?
Yes, sir. Last time you teach in class.
Sorry, sir. Loudly, you have to say loudly.
I said last time you gave us some example of flowchart.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that I have already discussed in the previous class. Although we are discussing in today's class. So, what is flowchart? A flowchart is a diagram that represents a set of instructions, which means that we have already discussed in previous class while we are talking about algorithm. Mainly, this is used to show the steps or different kinds of instructions that we have taken in our algorithm to represent this one. These are used. So, flowchart normally uses standard symbol to represent the different types of instructions. According to the instructions, or shapes or symbol will be different. These symbols are used to construct the flowchart and show the step-by-step solution to a problem. So when we try to solve any problem, that time we think about this and we find out the steps in which way we can solve the problem. When we are writing as a statement, that time we are calling them algorithm. And when we are doing the same thing by using the symbol, different kinds of symbol for different instructions, we are calling them flowchart. So there are different kinds of shapes and symbols that we can find here, and we'll see what shapes or what symbol instruct what kind of instructions. Here, start and stop. This symbol is like a rectangle, but a rounded rectangle. This symbol shows the starting point of the solution and ending point of the solution. That means the starting of the program and the ending of the program. Okay. And then the rectangle shapes, actually this one shows where process are taking place. Okay.
Yes.
Suppose you want to add something, when the operation will work, this process or the symbol will represent that task or that instructions. And the next one, the diamond symbol, this is called a decision symbol. When we have alternatives in our programs, we have choice. Like if anyone asks you that what is your name, then you are saying any name. They have choice, and they have another option that you cannot say, or you are not interested to say your name. Other than we can see in another case that we generally use every day, like login. When we log in any website, that time there have some decisions that if your username and password is matched, then you will be able to access the site, otherwise not. So the program will take decision the username and password that you enter is correct or not. If correct, then it will give us access. Otherwise, if not, then it will deny us to access the site. Like this decision making algorithm or decision making section, we use this kind of symbol. And the next one, input and output symbol. We can call them parallelogram, you can say. This parallelogram is used to show input and output. When we need to input some data or some instructions into the computer or into the program, that time we use this kind of symbol in our flowchart. And when we will get output from the program, that time we also use this kind of symbol. And the next one is connector, the circle. The circle symbol is called the connector. If we have different branches of our program, then at the end, when we are ending this one or we want to go forward, that time the branches will be connected at a point. In that case, when we want to represent this one, we use this symbol. And direction of flow, the arrow symbol are used when we show the direction or flow of program, which section in subprogram or program, which section it is going, that time we use this kind of symbol. This is called direction or flow. So you should write this on in your copy. Did you note down? Hello guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Already written in my copy.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we are going to the next section. We want to give some examples that how flowchart works or how we can create flowcharts. Suppose we have a problem, add two numbers and show the sum. Here the algorithm, that means the solution steps are like this. At first you have to start. We have to take a number like A and B, it could be any number. We are taking two numbers. And after that we have to add A and B. We have to show the result or the sum. And after that, the program will be closed. So this is the example one. And we are showing here the algorithm. And
Yes.
if we want to design a flowchart for this algorithm or for this solution, then we have to do like this way. We are starting step one, and after that, we are taking input A. I have already discussed about the input symbol, that the input symbol is the parallelogram symbol.
Yeah.
And after that, we are taking again input another number, say B. And what we are doing? We are adding this one. So the rectangle symbol, this is called the process symbol. That means
Yes.
it will take both this input and it will process this one. And finally, it will give us the output. That is why the rectangle symbol is called the process symbol. And after that, sum, which means it will show us the result. So input and output symbol is the parallelogram symbol.
Yes.
So it shows us the output, and finally the rounded rectangle, it represents the program ended. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we see next example. Example 2. Here the problem is how to make a cup of coffee. So if we consider the statement or the solution or the step of solving the problem, then we can get, we have to start our work. We have to fill the kettle with water and then turn on kettle. That means we have to put it on a fire, or if it is electrical kettle or electric kettle, then turn on the switch.
Yes.
And then place coffee in a cup, the next step. And after that, wait for the water boil. So we have to wait until the water is boiled. When the water will be boiled or it will be heated, then we have to pour the water into the cup and add milk and sugar. Finally stir it. Plus, our coffee already has been made. So the program will be end. Our task is end. Now, if we represent this one by using the flowchart, the same statement or same steps, like this way, we have to start, fill kettle with water. This is the processing.
Symbol.
And turn on kettle. This is also processing. And place tea in a cup. This is also processing. And wait until the water is boiled. This is also processing. It will check after every seconds, or it could be when it will be specified 1 minute, 2 minutes. It will check. And after that, when it will be boiled, it will pour water. This is also processing. And it will also add milk and sugar, which is also processing. And it will stir. This is also processing. The step has been finished. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. If you see example 3, problem is compare two number and show greater number. So it will start work. It will take input two numbers A and B. And here, if A is greater than B, then A is greater number. Otherwise, B is greater number. And end. Okay. So if you represent this one by using flowchart, then we will get like this. It will start. It will take input by using input symbol you are watching here, the parallelogram. And then again it will take input B. Here now it will go to the decision. So the diamond symbol, or you can say, yeah, decision symbol. It will take decision. Is A greater than B? If yes, then it will show us A is greater. And if no, then what will happen? It will show us B is greater. And finally, they will come to a point to go forward. That means the circular symbol or the circle symbol is a connector symbol. There could be different branches, but they will get together at a point at a time, and finally they will go forward again and end. That's it. This is the process to design flowchart from an algorithm. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you have any question. Do you have any question here?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is flowchart in short?
Sorry, sir.
What is flowchart? Like, what is the mechanic of flowchart in short?
Oh. So we have to go to the first slide again. What is flowchart? A flowchart is the pictorial view of a solution. If you say in summary, a flowchart is a pictorial representation of an algorithm. When we show the steps by using different kinds of symbols and represent this one, that time this is called flowchart. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and we use this flowchart to make sense easier. Suppose if there have any critical design or critical programs, and if we represent this one by using pictures, then it will be easy for us to understand, and it will easy for everyone to represent this one in front of the people. Okay,
Yes.
that's it. So